Hi everybody, welcome to my review of Season 4, Episode 3 of Little Women Atlanta. If you haven't seen this episode yet, this video will act like a spoiler, so you might want to watch this video later. The name of this episode is Big Little News. The episode begins with Minnie and the twins going to a tattoo shop. Minnie says that she wants to get a butterfly with her aunt's name on her hand tattooed. Minnie asks the twins to get a tattoo with her. In the commentary, Amanda says that pregnant women can't get tattoos, and they don't want Minnie to know that Andrea's pregnant yet. And Amanda decides to get a tattoo and take one for the team. The twins step out of the tattoo shop to get some tacos. Amanda asks Andrea if she told Chris that she told her she's pregnant. Andrea says yes. Andrea brings up how Aubrey is already a handful to take care of, and they probably won't be able to handle another child. Amanda says she feels like Chris will stick around for his third child. And if Chris can lay down and make a child, then he can take care of it. Amanda asks Andrea when she will tell their parents that she's pregnant. Andrea says she's going to tell her parents when they are in town for Aubrey's birthday party. Amanda says their parents are going to be shocked because this will be her third baby. Next, Juicy meets up with Johnny, an old friend of hers who is an entertainment manager. Johnny says that Juicy has so many connections and is one of the hottest voices in Atlanta. He says it will be a great idea for he and Juicy to come together and create a partnership for their own management company. He says that Juicy could make a lot of money and he wants to manage R&B singers, radio hosts, TV personalities, and comedians. Juicy says that she's glad that he considered her for the partnership, but that is a level of commitment that she doesn't think that she can take because she is busy. She asks Johnny what would happen if there are some things that she cannot do. Johnny says if that happens, he will step in. Johnny tells Juicy to think about it for a couple of days. Next, Money and Tanya go shopping for baby items. Tanya asks Money if she wants to have another baby. Money says that it has crossed her mind. Money tells Tanya how when her son D2 was born, she couldn't have him naturally. D2 went into distress and she had to have her labor induced. Things got real bad and she almost lost her life bringing D2 into the world. In the commentary, Tanya says that hearing Money's story does make her nervous, because there are a lot of risks for little people when giving birth, especially when you're trying naturally. Tanya asks Money if she talked to Moreland about it. Money says no. Money mentions how she is still going through stuff with her baby daddy. Money said that she's not giving up on trying to get her son to live with her. Money tells Tanya that she wants to get D2 in Atlanta with her before she even considers having another baby. Next, Amanda, Sam, and Minnie go to a venue where Aubrey's birthday party will be taking place. Amanda says that Andrea has been stressed out about having to tell her parents that she's pregnant again, so she's planning Aubrey's party for her. Minnie mentions how Sam is not wearing her wig. Sam says that she loved the wig for the day, but after, she felt like it was too much hair and looked fake, and she needs to learn how to enjoy the wig. But she feels like a wig is good for special occasions. Then, the ladies decide on what theme Aubrey's birthday party should be. Minnie says that they should have a mermaid/underwater themed party for Aubrey. Amanda says that when her parents come to town, she hopes that there won't be a lot of tension between Chris and her parents. In the next scene, Sam, Juicy, and Money go to a cafe. Juicy mentions how her manager friend wants to go into a partnership with her. Sam says that that sounds like a great opportunity, but Juicy has a lot going on at the moment, and she asks her if she thinks she's biting off more than she can chew. Juicy says that she's been thinking about having Abira get on board with her friend's talent agency with her rapping. Juicy says that she knows that the twins have beef with Abira, but she and Abira have become friends. Money says Juicy should give Abira a chance because it's all about the money. Jordan and Amanda are shown in their apartment getting ready for the twins' parents' arrival. Amanda says that her parents will be staying with her and Jordan since they don't get along with Chris. Then, the twins' parents and Andre enter Amanda and Jordan's apartment. Andre asks where his mother is. The twins' parents tell Amanda that Andrea told them that she wasn't feeling well the last time she texted them. Janie, the twins' mother, says that Andrea hasn't been herself lately. Amanda lies and says that she doesn't know what's going on with her sister. Oscar, the twins' father, says that he and Janie would have gone to visit her at the new house, but she didn't give them an address. Then there's a knock on the door, and Andrea enters the apartment with Aubrey. Andre is very happy to see his mom and sister. Janie asks Andrea how the neighborhood is where their new home is located, and mentions how she and Oscar have not been invited to the new house yet. Andrea begins to act as if she is irritated. She says that she and Chris have not finished unpacking. Oscar asks if Andrea is not ready for company. Then Janie asks if the issue is Chris not wanting to see her parents. Andrea begins to cry. Andrea says that she just woke up in a bad mood that morning. Janie says that she doesn't know why Andrea is getting emotional, and she should be happy. She says whether Chris likes it or not, they are her mother and father. In the next scene, Money video chats with her son, D2. Money asks him if he's been thinking about moving to Atlanta. D2 says yes, and he wants to stay in Texas so he can stay near his friends and his cousins. D2 says that he misses Money, but he wants to stay in Houston. Money tells D2 that he can make new friends in Atlanta, and his cousins can visit him every now and then. In the commentary, Money says that hearing D2 say that he doesn't want to be in Atlanta with her is heartbreaking. Up until then, he wanted to live in Atlanta with her. And something isn't right. Money asks D2 if his father has been talking to him about moving to Atlanta. D2 says no, he just wants to stay in Houston. In the commentary, Money says that she thinks that his father must have convinced him to not want to move with her. The twins, Aubrey, Andre, and the twins' mother, Janie, go to a petting zoo so Andrea can spend time with her son and daughter. After that, they do some painting in an art studio. Janie asks Amanda what they've been doing as far as being the tiny twins. Amanda says that they haven't been doing anything at the moment. Janie asks Andrea how her couples retreat went. Andrea says it went well, and it taught her that she needs to watch what she says because she can say some hurtful things to Chris. Andrea leaves the room to console Aubrey. Then, Janie asks Amanda why she thought Andrea was emotional after she asked her that question about Chris. She then asks if there's anything that she doesn't know that's happening between Andrea and Chris. Amanda says that she doesn't know, and feels like if she gets in between her sister and her boyfriend's business, it could tear them apart. Janie asks Andrea how she feels about her visiting her and Chris at their new house. Amanda says that Chris is going to have to face the fact that their parents are not going anywhere. Janie says if Chris really loved Andre, he would put his pride behind, and he should be thanking them for taking care of his son. Andrea begins to get emotional. She tells Janie that she just wanted to have a good time with her son that day and not argue. Money and Moreland are shown at their apartment. Money says that she needs to talk to D2's father about her son not wanting to move to Atlanta. Money calls her baby daddy, Derek. She tells Derek that she had a talk with D2 and he said that he wanted to stay in Houston. Money begins to get emotional. Derek says that he understands that Money is trying to fight, but what's done is done. Derek asks Money what does he mean by that. Derek says that he means that he has D2. Derek says that it all goes down to D2 not wanting to live in Atlanta. Money says that reality is hitting her in the face and she has to consider her son's feelings too. Money says she misses her son, and she sees the rest of the ladies going places with their kids, and her son isn't with her. She wants to be able to hug her child. Money says that she has to consider her son's feelings, and reality is hitting her in the face. But that doesn't change the fact that it still hurts because D2 is her son too. Derek says that he understands where Money is coming from, and says he would probably feel the same way if D2 was living with Money. He says that D2 can stay with Money during the summer, and on the weekends, he can visit her too if he wants. In the commentary, Money says that Derek finally understands where she's coming from, and they don't always have to be at each other's throats when it comes to D2. Juicy and her friend Johnny meet up at a restaurant to discuss the possibility of becoming business partners. Johnny asks Juicy if she had time to think about things. Juicy said she's been thinking about it and that she is in. Johnny is happy. Then, Johnny asks Juicy if she has someone in mind that they could bring to the table. She suggests that Abira should be managed by them. She says that she makes music. Then she plays some of Abira's music for Johnny. Johnny says that Abira is talented. Then, Johnny asks if Juicy can get in contact with the Tiny Twins. Juicy says yes, since they are in limbo with their manager. It is the day of Aubrey's first birthday party. The ladies, their dates, and their kids, and the twins' parents arrive to the party. Then, Chris and Andrea walk in with their kids. And when Chris walks in, he does not even acknowledge Andrea's parents. Then, Andrea brings Aubrey into the room wearing a cute mermaid costume and presents her to everyone. Then later, Andrea whispers to Chris and tells him that she's going to tell everybody that she's pregnant. Andrea gets everyone's attention and says that she has some news to tell everybody. She says that she's having another baby. The ladies are happy and they cheer for her. Jordan congratulates Chris and Andrea. And then Chris tells Jordan that he will be babysitting. Oh, babysitting for when you leave Andrea again? The twins' parents do not look happy after finding out that news. Andrea asks her parents how they're feeling about having another baby. Janie says, here Andrea goes again. She said that she doesn't know whether to congratulate her or feel sad. She doesn't know what to tell her. Oscar says that he sees how Chris and Andrea were already struggling with Andre. Janie says with two babies that are a year apart, things are going to be tough, and she is going to need a lot of support. In the commentary, Andrea says that having another baby is going to be tough, but Chris is stepping up, but her parents don't see that. Oscar asks how Chris feels. Andrea says that they feel the same way, happy but worried. Janie says that she doesn't want Andrea to be so stressed out that she won't be able to enjoy her children. Andrea asked her parents how Andre would feel on the situation. Oscar says that Andre is starting to ask more questions. Janie mentions how Andrea calls Andre every day, but Chris doesn't. Andrea says that there are times where Chris calls Andre, but Janie says that they are not constant. Janie reminds Andrea that she and Oscar are there for her. Andrea tells her parents that she appreciates them and appreciates how they are taking care of Andre for her. Andrea tells her parents that she loves them and she gives them a hug. Oscar congratulates Andrea on her pregnancy. And that's the end of the episode. I really think that Andrea dropped the bomb on her parents again. I'll talk about that a little later after I talk about everything else that happened in the episode. Now, about Juicy and this partnership. I think she made a great choice. That would be great for, building her empire. I know she's already a pretty busy woman. She's on Little Women Atlanta. She's on the Ricky Smiley morning show. She's on Ricky Smiley's reality show called Ricky Smiley For Real and more. She has all kinds of hosting gigs and stuff. Ms.Juicy is living it up, man. She's gonna make that money. And money, that's what it's all about. That money. Good for her. It's wonderful. And I see that Abira is going to be brought back into the group, I did not know that Abira was a rapper. I thought she was just an exotic dancer. And I see that Abira will be on the next episode. And I have a feeling like Abira is trying to be on the show. Because I know that she's going to be in more than one episode. Time will tell. I feel like this cast on Little Women Atlanta is big enough. Like 7 is enough. We don't need 8. Like, whatever happens, happens. Now, about Money and her baby daddy issues. I can see that Money is really heartbroken about her son not wanting to live with her in Atlanta. Because at first he said that he did want to, but now he said that he doesn't want to leave his friends. He doesn't want to leave his cousins. Wonder if his father has been talking to him about staying. But at least his father and Money came to some kind of understanding. His father said that that D2 can stay with Money for the summer, and he can see her on weekends whenever he wants. So that's some kind of agreement. At least he's not keeping him away from her completely. I know Money just wants to be a big happy family with D2 and Moreland and another baby, possibly. And it's good that Money's trying to get her son in Atlanta with her before she even considers having a baby. Yeah, that wouldn't be fair for her kids to be separated, I really hope that D2 changes his mind. Hate seeing Money sad and disappointed. Now, about Andrea and Chris and her parents. Andrea is stressing out already, As you could see, she's already having mood swings because of her pregnancy. But she was trying to hide it until the birthday party. I know Andrea and Chris are stressing already. Already struggling with one kid. Thank goodness for Andrea's parents, taking care of Andre for them. Now, about Chris and how he was acting towards Andrea's parents at the birthday party. That was just so disrespectful of him to not even acknowledge Andrea's parents at the party. Like, these people are taking care of your son for you. That is a big help. Like, you should be thanking them. Like, you should at least have some good manners. Put your pride and fear aside and say, "Hi, how you doing?" Then cut it short. That's all. We're not asking you to talk to them the whole party. And like Janie said, if Chris really loves Andre, he would put his pride aside and face his kid's grandparents. I feel bad for the twins' parents. I bet they are stressing out. Like, they're taking care of their daughter's kid. They're worrying about Andrea's relationship with Chris and how she's being treated and her emotions while she's away in Atlanta. Probably worried about Aubrey, and if she's okay and if she's healthy. Worried about Andrea being stressed out. Now they have more worries. Now they have to worry about whether this new kid is going to be a little person or not. And if they're going to have health complications. And, see, this is why I don't want to have kids, man. It's too much stress. The stress never stops, to be honest. If you really care, the stress never really stops when it comes to your child. FYI, the Tiny Twins are not their only kids. They have a son that's older than the twins, and they have another daughter. The son appeared on the show on season 2. I don't remember his name. Go back and watch it. It's the episode when the twins visit their parents. All their kids are grown. They're supposed to be kicking it, probably getting ready for retirement. But no, they have to take care of this child for Andrea. But I know they're doing it, so Andrea wouldn't have to be stressed out. They're helping her, just giving her a hand, But I'm sure they're doing it out of love. I'm sure that they want to do it because they don't want to see Andrea just, deteriorating mentally and physically. So, and it's good that they're going to be there for Andrea. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Follow me on Twitter at ILUMoreThanThis. Follow me on Instagram at Taurus_charm. Subscribe to my channel. If you have subscribed, turn on my notifications. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!